Well, good morning, and it's Friday, and the sun is greeting us, and hurrah, it's all good. Everything is good. Life is good. And it's one of those mantras that I think we need to always say to ourselves. But how's your week been? And I truly mean, how has your week been? What's the end result of your week? Now, the reason why I'm asking that, and it is a real question, is what's your automatic thought when I asked you that question? Was it sort of fine? Okay, yeah, exhausting, yeah, could have been better, frustrating, or was it brilliant, off the scale? That sort of thing. And this being Friday, a little bit of a roundup because we talk about resilience in a lot of places, but I want to talk to you about not just resilience, because resilience to a lot of people means that they feel nothing, they just barge through, there's coldness, there's no empathy left. Resilience is you're a stone, nothing can touch you, and that's actually not resilience. To In my world, in my head, is more about the ability to bounce back. So you roll with the punches, you learn to ride the waves, that sort of thing. And I think if we can just do that a bit more often and bounce back, anyone as old as me will remember the Weebles. The Weebles wobble and they never fall down. But it is about that bounce back ability, if you like. It's the ability to understand that things will continuously come at us, but actually they can't really do us any big sense of harm. It's depending on how we deal with them. So depending on what your answer was, good, great, there's learning to be done. All of it, absolutely all of it, will affect your ability to bounce back. So whether it was slightly or whether it was dreadful, or whether it was absolutely brilliant, the one thing they all have in common is that they will have zapped energy. They will have taken energy. They will be just draining energy from you all the time. And one of the things that I want to understand is, over this weekend, would you be one of those people who say on Monday morning, I am exhausted, I don't feel like I've had a day off? When you get up in the morning, say, do you know what? I slept like a log, but I am shattered. Now, the reason for this is, and this is why I wanted to bring it here, is because your brain absorbs somewhere around the most extortionate amount of energy, 80 odd percent of your energy. So yes, your heart, your lungs, your muscles, and you might be out there digging the garden and everything. There's a different type of tired. There's a different type of tired. So we're talking about stress, aren't we? We're talking about anxiety. I think I'm moving around too much because it's all gone out of focus, so I apologize for that. So we're talking about all of those sorts of things, and they are absolutely significant to your ability to cope with whatever comes. Children, work, business, doesn't matter. Your snappy moods, what you're eating, your brain is using sugar. So sugar cravings, things like that, those dips in energy, is all about the brain. So why I'm talking to you now is I want you to think about it. I want you to think about practicing what I call brain chillin. There's a number of ways of doing it. There's yoga, there's mindfulness, there's meditation, all superb, okay? Superb for giving you that brain space. But what we want to try and do on top of that, and if you've got time and space to do that, love it, do it. But what we want to do is something quite practical so that you can do it maybe at your desk when you're feeling like everything is coming at you. Maybe on the loo if you're a mum and the door is knocking continuously, mummy, mummy, mummy. It's those sorts of things. Or if you are a leader and the phone is pinging left, right, and centre with problems, or the door is knocking with problems, this is where you can actually sit down and actually start getting to the point where you can separate all the things out, if that makes sense. It's an exercise that's well worth doing in the mornings. And if you do it in the car, make a voice note. Get one of those notepads that you download and make a voice note. And why I'm saying that is, it's like, if you don't want to become the parent of those you lead or yourself. Now, what I mean by that is it's not your responsibility to fix everything. Full stop. Not yours. Absolutely not yours. Even if it's your issues, right? Most of the stuff that you're worrying about isn't about you. It's about the stressors of other things and other functions going on around you. It is not all yours to own and fix. You are not the creator. So what I'm suggesting to you is to start always by saying the things that you're grateful for, what you have achieved this week, literally Monday, bullet points. What actually happened on Monday? What did you actually get done? And it's probably mountains of things. And if you can't think of anything, you're too stressed, absolutely too stressed. No wonder you're tired. So down to the breath that you took in the morning, the fact that you actually managed to potentially put the feet on the floor and feel the carpet under your feet and cleaned your teeth. These are all things that are successes that we need to note. Your brain needs to note that actually it's okay, that you are okay, that you are surviving, all right? It's only going to take from what you feed it. So think about it. Think about all those things. Then when you get to the challenges, the things that are really niggling at you, the things that you are struggling to understand, to learn. For instance, I have got to master my website and get a download facility on there for building an email list. Do you know what? It is an absolute blind panic for me every time I open it up and I look at it and I shut it down. I look at it and I shut it down. That's the sort of thing that we want to put on there. So these are your challenges that will be niggling away, sitting on your shoulder saying, you still haven't done this. This is still needs to be doing. There's the deadline. You need to do it. So write them down, but write them down this time as, first of all, straight out of your head. All right. So you understand them. Second of all, look at them, re-look at them, then write them in the positive. Write them in the positive. So, hey, fellas, look at this. Here's a new challenge for you. Put out some time to study how to do this. Watch YouTube. Ask a friend. This will broaden my network of people because I'm going to be communicating. Rewrite it. All the positive things that can come down from me learning how to do my website, it'll be another feather in my cap. Once I've done it, I've done it. And I can keep practicing and I can redo it and I can do it for other people. Does that make sense? So it's that sort of thing about writing down things that are really bugging you. So if it's a relationship issue that is not going well, write it down and say, this is something that I will be sorting out tomorrow. And after I've sorted it out, it'll be this, it'll be this, it'll be this. This is how I'll behave differently. This is how I'll feel differently. And you write it down completely differently. And when you really get this tuned, what you'll be doing is you'll be writing it down as if it's already happened. You'll be writing it down in the future tense. So I've learned how to, this is how I now feel. This is now what I can do with it. And it makes a complete and utter difference because it empowers you with that extra knowledge, that extra muscle flexibility, rather than someone taking it away from you and then you never learn. Never learn. So just remember, the fight is in with us. It's in us. The whole fight is something we are creating and it doesn't need to be there. You need to do brain chilling, ladies and gents, because it will allow you to sleep. It will improve your mood. It will improve your capacity for functioning, let alone success. It will boost you. So I'm going to leave that with you. Don't forget, please do share my videos, especially if you've got somebody who's a bit stuck. But use this on other people. Listen to what they're saying during the day. All those excuses that come and go, oh, no, I haven't done it. I've been so tired this week. Ooh, you've now got a tool to share with somebody else. Anyway, I hope that's useful and thank you so much. If you're joining me later, please hashtag replay. It'd be great. Thank you. And I'll speak to you soon. Bye-bye.